Okay, we're running a little bit long, but let's maybe rapid fire through some Champions League matches.
Oh yeah, right.
Because
Oh my God.
we'll get to that. We'll do full previews as the matches come up. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches with this new format. Real quickly, for those of you that have not been keeping up with the news, the new format, we go from 32 to 36 teams. Instead of playing the other 3 teams in your group of 4, now you get 2 opponents from each of the 4 larger pots, 4 home games, 4 away games. With all of that, out of the 36 teams, the top 8 automatically qualify for the round of 16. Numbers 9 through 24 do a playoff knockout round with a home and away. And then those matches plus all the other knockout rounds are home and away. So it becomes what we're used to after that. With this expanded format, we got Monaco away, BSC Young Boys home, Bayern Munich home. Help me out with this one. Cervena Zvezda?
Just call it Red Star. Red Star Belgrade.
Red Star, yeah. That's who works.
Red Star it is, baby. Red Star away. Brest from League One at home. Dortmund away. Benfica away. Atalanta at home. So I want to just gut reactions. If we all agree, we'll just move on. If we get a disagreement, maybe we'll say our arguments for why.
I'm just gonna say a hot take quickly. When I looked at the squads, when I looked at the fixture of every single team out there in the UCL, realistically, Barcelona should finish into the top 8. Like, realistically.
Yeah. Everyone's got it hard. I don't like this new format. Like, I feel like before, like, with the group stages, like, you were able to rest players, like, it was better, but now, like, everyone's out for blood, and, like, that's gonna cause more injuries. I just can't. Like, why fix something that wasn't broken to begin with? I will never understand UEFA. Money, yeah.
Money. All about the money. They get an extra round of knockout matches, and they're pitching it as, oh, there's more big clubs, more marquee matchups in this new format. I disagree with that. I think that the group stage matchup,
there's a lot of
I'm not saying that there's not. There is, but
oh my God, if you look at what PSG got, they literally got, what was it? Like Man City, Atletico, what else was it? It was like
Arsenal. And
yeah, like, where are you going to rest your players there? Like, I just don't get it.
Atletico.
Yeah, there's the 4 team. I keep forgetting which one it is. Oh, yeah, no.
It's insane.
No.
But for me, you know what I really hate about this? Did you hear that it's going to be like each competition is going to have their own week? So there's one week where the UCL is going to play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's another week where Europa League is going to be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And there's going to be a week of the Europa Conference League. Like, I don't want to watch Chelsea play Noah. Like, who the hell is Noah, bro? It's just a guy. He's like, he just named Noah. Like, I don't want to play. Sorry, Noah fans, but like, come on. Like,
I have like tears in my eyes. Oh my God.
It's just a club named Noah. Like, what the hell, dude? Give your club a better name.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get through it. We'll get used to it, I guess. But first match, Monaco. Chance for us to make up for the Jean gaffer that we had. Lost 3-0 to Monaco in the preseason. Leah, are we going to make up for that?
I mean, yeah, I'm a firm believer that, like, what's meant to happen is supposed to happen. Everything happens for a reason. So I have a feeling we were meant to lose to understand how to play better when we play against them away. So hopefully they can win this time.
Yeah, that match was only like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And what a difference we see with Barcelona. So yeah, I'm going Barcelona win. Booga, what about you?
Yeah, I hope, we need to win. That's the most important thing. I think it actually gives us, I think Monaco is a difficult game. I do agree it will be a difficult game. I think all of our away games are, if you put it on paper, they're very difficult away grounds. So Monaco is at least, I think, the most easier of them all. So hopefully we can get a win. It's the first matchup of the first ever UEFA Champions League thing, so it can be a little bit, complicated like that. Football always does weird things, but I think we should be winning that game, of course.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Okay. BSC Young Boys at home. This is going to be our first time playing them in a competitive match. We did play them back in 1916 in a friendly.
Young Boys? They never grew older.
Yeah. 4-1 win back then. Swiss League champs. We're playing them at home though. Clear win, right?
If they lose after the performance against Valladolid, like if they lose, I'm gonna question everything. Honestly, they need to win these games in order to be like seen as contenders, like for the Champions League final. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay. This is next up. Bayern Munich at home.
I knew we were going to get Bayern. As soon as they said the computer technology does it, like as many times we faced Bayern recently, like there was no way we were going to get away with not getting Bayern. I mean, it's at home. At least it's at home. And I will say, like, you know, Hansi Flick is our new manager. The company's a new manager. Hansi Flick has brought some of that intensity that Bayern has. So maybe we could try. Like, I don't even care about winning. I just want to see them play well. If they play well, I'll be content.
Let me drop some facts here.
We're gonna smash them.
All-time record, two wins, 1 draw, 10 losses against Bayern. That was shocking to me. I thought we would have stacked up a little bit better than that. We've scored 13. We've conceded 33. We have not scored against Bayern Munich since the 8-2. It's been clean sheet shutouts.
I mean, I wouldn't even count that game. Like that game is just like that game was different enough.
But here's the thing: if you've ever heard the saying, "If you can't beat them, join them," we did a version of that by grabbing Hansi Flick
and Lewandowski.
Lewandowski, exactly. Yes, so if you can't beat them, steal some of their components and make yourself better, I guess is what we went with. I'm going for a Barcelona win. I'm saying too. Hansi Flick right now is putting a big red circle on that match. He said, forget El Clasico, forget La Liga. We are winning that match. We are putting the 8-2 mentality behind us. We are shedding that mentality completely. This is a huge match. This is a must win for me if we want to be taken seriously in Europe.
If Barca managed to beat Bayern, I'm taking that as a Champions League win. I'm like, I don't even care what happens. Like, I feel like Barcelona need to get through the mental block that they still have after 8-2. It doesn't matter if we have new players. It doesn't, like, something mentally like crumbles when they go up against Bayern. And if they finally beat them, I feel like it will help like them deal with that mental block.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to do it, Booga?
I said we're going to smash them.
We're gonna smash them.
We're going to smash them, dude.
All right.
Dude,
wow, I thought I was going to get more pushback
Eric
than that.
Dyer is their best center back. Like, I'm not joking. He's better than Upamecano and Kim Min-jae. Like, I'm 100%.
Kubarsi just putting Harry Kane in his pocket.
He's their freaking manager. Like, what happened to Bayern?
I forgot about that. He is, isn't he?
Dude, like...
No, Company is good, though. Like, his tactics are similar to Pep. And, like, I like that he, like, you saw him last season. I believe it was, again, like, with Burnley, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But, like, you could see that he never, like, changed, like, his style of play even when they were losing. Like, I like the mentality he has. I will give them that.
Okay. So, are we all very optimistically saying
we're going to beat Bayern.
Win versus Bayern? Wow. Okay. I thought I was going to get some heat for that, but we're going for it, baby. All right. Red Star Belgrade away. Serbian team, it's going to be rowdy in the stadium. I feel like that's one
they call it the
factor.
Maracana of Europe. Like,
yeah,
Liverpool, I remember they went there like 2 years ago. They got a win with like an own goal or something like that. Teams have gone there and it's very difficult. I think somewhere in this lineup of fixtures, Flick is going to need to rotate. And I think actually like that might be the game he rotates and Brest at home.
Yeah.
So I think that... I don't know. I think maybe we draw. Like, there's always a draw. Like, it's impossible to. I don't think we can win them all. So I'm gonna put a draw on there.
I like how we're saying draw against Red Star, but not draw against. Yeah. Really going for it here.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I think we'll still get the win there, but I wouldn't be shocked if we got a draw. After that, we do have Brest at home. They were third in Ligue 1, as they say, last season. Checked out their roster. Haven't watched them play. Checked out their roster.
Can I say a fun fact?
Go ahead.
Dumb. I'm such a kid. Like, they're called Brest, and they had a player called Brassier. I'm not joking.
I love you, Booga.
I'm not joking. What the hell? Like, who in the name of football thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, it happens, you know. This is Brett's first European competition. So I think they're in for a rude awakening coming into Champions League, particularly under this format, and they're going to have to travel to Barcelona. So I think we smoke them. I'll say the Dortmund match, though, I think we stumble. I think
Yeah.
we get a draw.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
playing away with the yellow wall at Dortmund,
Yeah.
that atmosphere is insane. Like that's like a one stadium that I want to visit because of how insane I've heard the atmosphere is. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be difficult. I'm not
And
gonna lie.
late in the group stage too, when Dortmund
Yeah.
might need a win.
Yeah.
What's the last fixture is Atalanta, right?
Yeah. So the last three we got Dortmund,
Benfica.
then we're going
Atalanta.
away to Benfica, and then home for Atalanta.
I actually think away at Benfica is the one that Barcelona can stumble. I really have a lot of respect for Benfica, and I think could be a more difficult game than Dortmund. Dortmund doesn't generally. I mean, they got to the final last season, but it's like normally they take a little bit of a while of time to get into gears and stuff. They got a new manager now. It's Nuri Sahin, who's a manager, very young manager. So they are not doing too well in the Bundesliga at the moment. They've drawn last game 0-0. They
have an older squad right now.
Yeah, an older. They have like Barcelona in a way, where it's like they have all the young players to one side and like some few older players there. So for me, Benfica is the one that I'm actually more worried about. I think that's a very difficult place to go there. And last time we went there, we got demolished. Like we got eaten up completely.
Yeah.
Darwin Nunez. Yeah, earned his transfer to Liverpool against us, basically.
Literally.
I feel like it's teams like Benfica that you expect teams like Barcelona to do well against. Technically, that's what you expect, but they always never to underestimate them because give them the time, give them the space, and if you even don't have the right mentality going into that game, you will lose. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Benfica is going to have a tremendous atmosphere. Their club has European pedigree. You know what I mean? Like they know how to show up. They know how to play in these matches. They've got some veterans that have lifted major trophies. That is not going to be a cakewalk. I got us drawing against Dortmund, drawing against Benfica, but then wrapping things up nicely with a win against Atalanta at home.
We're really bold for that, honestly, because Atalanta were the ones that ruined Leverkusen's undefeated streak. They ended it. So
they did,
for the Europa League final, you can't underestimate that team either. That's why I'm saying for all these games, I just don't see how Hansi Flick could really rest anybody because they're all tricky, and that's for every team in the Champions League this season.
Yeah, I think that the stakes are way higher. If I am kind of put I only think it's a guarantee. I mean, you cannot guarantee anything, but an almost guarantee win, Young Boys and Brest. That's it. At home. All the other games are hard, difficult games, and that for me, I'm not a super tremendous backer of this new format, but for me, just it's gonna make things interesting. I don't think it's generally fair because it's this Swiss format is not fair. Do you know that actually? Can I do a little bit of history? Am I allowed?
Please do, Buga.
We have time.
Please, Professor Buga with his history lesson.
So the Swiss format came from chess. And in chess, what they did, they do something different that in football you cannot do. And that's why in football it's unfair. Because in chess, after every game you play, you do the draw again. So you see which team you play, but you only play 8 teams. And that is because you need to balance to see which team is better in form, or they change the difficulty, ELO of each team per match day. So I think that's way that's Professor Buga. Time to close it up.
Yeah, with this new format, I feel like it was the old format. If you draw, it's okay. There's towards the end, it's fine. But I feel like with this new format, since it's new, it's a test run. So I don't even know. Barcelona may need to have to win all their games, honestly, because it's only 8 that go directly through, and you just don't want Barcelona to do playoffs because that's more games that they just don't need right now. You just don't want that right now.
That's huge. Yeah, avoiding that playoff round and adding not just 1 but 2 fixtures into your schedule because it's going to be a home and away, I think is huge. So, we'll see. That was a good rapid fire round. Of course, we'll spend more time going in depth to all these matches as we progress. I mean, they're going all the way through. I think the last one is at the end of January, so they're going to be peppered in throughout the whole first half of the season. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about everything else. Anything to wrap us up for today? Buga, any final thoughts? Leah, any final thoughts?
No, I'm still like really happy that Barcelona won. So I'm in a good mood. I'm fine. Like international break could happen now. Like I'm okay. Hopefully I don't feel pain during the Champions League, but that's for another time.
Yeah, absolutely. Leah, where can people find you? What are you working on these days?
Yeah, so you guys could find me on my TikTok, which is simply my name, Leah Binkin. I'm on there. And I also now have an Instagram account called the Barca Diary, where I simply like repost like my TikToks, but I'm gonna start being more active on there as well and do other things on there.
Awesome. All right. Well, find her on TikTok, find her on Instagram, and find her back here on the pod sometime soon. We'll love to have you back, Leah. Thank you so much for joining us. And thanks to our listeners. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give us your comments. Oh, you know what we didn't get to? Comment of the week. We got to start doing that. I think we say every week, we're going to do comment of the week. Here's what we'll do. Make sure you're following us on Instagram in particular. We'll have Pablo clip out a comment. We'll do a comment of the week on there. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, all the places. Pick your favorite. We're everywhere. And we'll be back here again. Wait, we're taking a week off for international break, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll be back in 2 weeks. So enjoy this longer episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk more Barcelona football and all things Barcelona. We'll see you then, folks. Thanks so much for listening to Mes Que Un Podcast.
Gracias, chicos. Bye.